Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into the ultimate celebration of crispy skin and juicy pork. We're looking at a dish that is way more than just food. It's a centuries-old tradition, the absolute centerpiece of Italian festivals, and honestly, arguably one of the greatest culinary creations on the planet. I'm talking, of course, about porchetta, the whole pig roast that Italy just does best.
I mean, just imagine a roast so legendary that people will literally line up for hours just to buy a single sandwich. That's the magic of porchetta for you. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can recreate this iconic, incredibly aromatic dish right in your very own kitchen.
Here's our menu for today's culinary journey. First, the legend of porchetta. Second, the home cook hack. Third, step-by-step roasting. And finally, the final feast.
Starting with Section 1, the legend of porchetta, with its roots in central Italy.
Now, this dish is literally the heartbeat of village festivals and family celebrations. It's one of Italy's oldest and most beloved roast dishes, deeply embedded in the culinary DNA of regions like Lazio, Umbria, and Abruzzo. Traditionally, an entire deboned pig is stuffed with fragrant herbs, rolled up super tight, and then slow roasted over crackling wood fires for hours. It's a true craft, passed down through generations.
And the fame of porchetta really boils down to a holy trinity of textures and flavors. You've got the tender meat that practically melts in your mouth. Then, the incredibly fragrant herbs. We're talking generous amounts of rosemary, fennel, and garlic. And finally, that perfectly crisp crackling. Whether you're grabbing it at a market stall or a food truck, it's most famously served stuffed right into fresh, crusty bread.
Moving on to Section 2, the home cook hack, recreating the legendary roast.
Look, most of us don't exactly have a whole pig or a wood-fired spit in our backyard, right? But the good news is we can absolutely capture those authentic flavors at home. The traditional method is majestic, sure, but highly impractical for a Tuesday night. The home kitchen method, though? It's pure genius. By taking a piece of skin-on pork belly and wrapping it around a lean piece of pork loin and then oven roasting it, you completely mimic the exact texture and flavor profile of the whole pig.
So, to serve about 8 to 10 people, you're going to need 2 kilograms of skin-on pork belly and 1 kilogram of pork loin. From there, you want to focus heavily on your aromatics. Grab fresh rosemary, fresh fennel fronds, sage, garlic, lemon zest, coarse sea salt, black pepper, and some extra virgin olive oil. Quality ingredients here are absolutely paramount.
All right, Section 3, step-by-step roasting, the 5 steps to perfection.
Here's our simple roadmap to achieving the ultimate roast. 1. Prepare the pork. 2. Make that aromatic herb filling. 3. Expertly roll and tie the meat. 4. Master the roasting process. And 5. Execute the highly critical rest and slice.
Step 1. Listen closely, because moisture is the enemy here. You need to carefully score the skin without cutting down into the meat itself. Then, take some paper towels and pat everything completely, absolutely dry. I cannot overstate this. Perfectly dry skin is the ultimate secret to creating that glass-like, crispy crackling.
Okay, Step 2. Finely chop your rosemary, sage, garlic, and fennel. Mix all of those together with your bright lemon zest, salt, pepper, and just enough olive oil to create a nice cohesive paste. You'll massage this vibrant green filling all over the inside of the pork belly, basically creating a bed of flavor before placing the pork loin right in the center.
Step 3 is where it all takes shape. Roll the pork belly super tightly around the loin, fully encasing it. Then, using butcher's twine, tie it securely every few centimeters. This isn't just to make it look pretty. A tight, compact roll means the heat distributes evenly, keeping the inside perfectly juicy while the outside crisps up nicely.
Step 4 is all about temperature control. You want to start in a very hot oven for the first 25 to 30 minutes to shock the skin and kickstart that crisping process. After that, significantly reduce the temperature and let it slow roast until the pork reaches a safe internal temperature. Finally, hit it with high heat for the last few minutes to really maximize that crackling.
Now, avoiding a few simple pitfalls is what truly separates a good roast from an unforgettable one. Wet skin, that completely prevents crispy crackling. Loose rolling, that means the roast cooks unevenly. Skipping the rest period, oh, that's a total tragedy because all those hard-earned juices will just spill out all over your cutting board. And finally, using too few herbs. Porchetta demands boldness, guys, so do not hold back on those flavors.
And that brings us to Step 5, the ultimate test of patience. You absolutely must let it rest for at least 20 minutes once it comes out of the oven. This gives the muscle fibers time to relax and allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat. Only then should you take a sharp knife and slice it into thick, beautiful rounds.
Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, the final feast, tasting the world.
Crackling skin, juicy inside. Just imagine taking that very first bite where the skin literally shatters with a crisp crunch. This is the goal right here. This is exactly what people line up for in the piazzas of central Italy. Crackling skin on the outside and incredibly juicy, tender meat on the inside.
The contrast is absolutely mind-blowing. The experience of eating porchetta is so highly sensory. The shatter of the skin is loud, the pork yields effortlessly because it's so incredibly tender, and that vibrant, rich perfume of rosemary, fennel, garlic, and sage is woven into every single bite. It's rich, it's savory, and undeniably unforgettable.
Whether you're at a loud, bustling festival in Umbria or just sitting at your own dining room table, this is a dish that inherently brings people together over phenomenal food. You can recreate that iconic street food experience by stuffing thick slices right into crusty bread. You can serve it as an elegant main course alongside roasted potatoes, or, brighten the whole thing up with a drizzle of fresh salsa verde.
To wrap up our explainer today, we really want to hear from you. How would you enjoy your homemade porchetta? Are you putting it in a crusty sandwich, serving it with roasted potatoes, or maybe alongside a fresh salad? And more importantly, what other legendary regional dishes deserve this kind of deep dive? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep exploring, keep cooking, and keep tasting the world.